What's up, guys? It's Navi back here again with another commentary video. Been seeing a lot of stuff recently with a specific woman that's been saying the N-word, which is very crazy, especially when she's saying it amongst her friends, and some of her friends are not even black, which is really crazy. But the main topic is we're going to be talking about fake friends today. You know, you have a real friend when you haven't talked to them in months, and when you start talking to them again, it's basically like you just started talking yesterday, like all buddy, which is definitely the best type of friendship if you have it. But there is a lot of fake people, both in the real world and in the internet, as I just discussed earlier, with how everything's going on. But I don't like to get into internet drama because none of that's real. In fact, I think internet drama is just fake in general. I think people are just doing it for views and attention, basically, and it's not worth it, looking into them and discussing about them, because it's just a waste of time. That's why I'm not going to do it here, and I'm just going to talk about fake friends in general today. Fake friends are the worst. They just want you to go down to their level, basically. When you're all high and mighty and you're doing good, but when you're doing bad, they're nowhere to be seen at all. That's basically what fake friends are. They're basically nowhere to be seen when you're at your lowest, but they're always there when you're at your highest to ride off your coattails, basically. And that's like the most irritating thing. And I've cut off a lot of friends because of it. I just blocked them, didn't want to talk to them again. And that's why I have so little friends, because I don't like being around those people. Even if it means I'm not going to have that much friends. I'd rather have good friends, real and genuine friends, than have them all be fake. Or, just be like bad company, or even like a bad influence too, that can get you into trouble with other things. Because that's definitely can cause like a lot of problems in your life if you don't cut them off. And what I mean about bad company is having random people in your chat just spamming the N-word or saying the N-word around you when they're not black, they're white as hell, and they're literally fucking saying it, dude. It's like really weird. I always find that shit weird when people white as hell be saying that shit. It's like really weird, dude. And I never liked it. I never liked hearing any fucking racial word. Like any fucking, any racist word, basically. I never liked hearing that shit. And it always pissed me off. Especially if it was directed at me too. Or like my friend. That's definitely one of the words that you don't say around people like that is, and you should not hang around with people like that either, because they're only gonna drag you down and basically be a bad influence, and people are gonna start leaving your chat. And even in real life this can be the same way too. People won't be hanging around you if somebody's racist and amongst your friend group. That's like common sense. Nobody wants to be around that shit. I wouldn't want to be around that shit. I'd break up that friendship right away, because that's not a friendship, dude. And they're gonna be saying that and disrespecting everyone's boundaries, and basically letting that fly when normally that would not fly at all. Especially around certain type of people that they would, they would do some stuff to them, which I'm not gonna say because YouTube's policies, obviously. But you got the gist of it, basically. But yeah, speaking about myself for a second, I definitely run into a lot of people like that. I even heard somebody say a racial slur. Like around me when I was outside in like the school area, and I literally reported that shit so fast. I didn't tell nobody it was me, but I reported that shit so fast, and I knew I was gonna get in trouble, but. I really didn't care. And to be honest, I could have done something even more, bad, but I didn't. I just got them in trouble instead. It's like, no point, dude. There's no point, in going down those people's levels you should stay where you are and not come near me at all, because I do not want your drama. That's why I cut off so many people because of that. Like, I just do not want to be around that shit, dude. I definitely do not want to be around it. That's why I'm always staying out of this type of stuff. But when it comes to racist stuff like this, that's where it draws the line, dude. And I really don't like hearing it. And it's genuinely crazy, dude. It's genuinely really crazy. She could easily stop it too, and she just doesn't. I know in my personal experience that when well, not even like racial stuff, but like around fake friends, like whenever they don't have my back or anything and I have theirs, that's immediately when I know that I gotta cut them off, especially if they get me in trouble a lot. That's like bad company and a bad crowd right there. I was definitely into like a lot of those bad crowds when I was younger. They was always egging me on and doing, messed up stuff in school. And that's why I cut them off. And I'm kind of glad I never saw them again. And I definitely feel like a better person now that I did cut them off. Because it's not worth having those fake people in your life. It's not worth your energy. It's not worth your time. It's definitely not worth your breath either. And I think that's basically just what I wanted to say. We reached our 7-minute mark like we did last time, so I guess we're just going to be signing out here. See ya.